Ferrari was supposed to struggle at Spa. The SF26 was losing energy on the straights, bleeding time through the middle sector, and looking too fragile to survive an entire Grand Prix at the front. Then Sunday changed everything. Charles Leclerc finished second. Lewis Hamilton recovered to fourth despite a damaged front wing, a 5-second penalty, and a failed pit adjustment, and Ferrari's race pace stunned the grid. But here's the real twist. The available source does not confirm a direct prediction from Fred Vasseur, so the strongest truth is even more revealing. Ferrari did not prove a quote. It proved that the car had far more race potential than the weekend had shown, and the reason may completely change how the team attacks the rest of the season. Subscribe to the channel. Friday gave Ferrari a reason to believe Sunday could become much stronger than anyone expected. The first practice session was encouraging. Lewis Hamilton placed the SF26 near the front, only a small margin behind Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc was also competitive, and Ferrari immediately looked more comfortable than many expected at Spa. Then Hamilton went even faster. In the second practice session, he moved to the top of the order, ahead of Leclerc. For a moment, Ferrari appeared to have found the answer. The car looked quick. Both drivers were close. And after the team's victory at Silverstone, another major result suddenly felt possible. But Hamilton noticed something the timing screen was hiding. The Ferrari was running out of electrical energy too early on the long straights. That sounds like a small detail. At Spa, it can decide the entire race. A modern Formula One car uses electrical power to support the engine during acceleration. That extra energy helps the car continue gaining speed as it moves down a straight. Ferrari's problem was that the strongest assistance was fading before Hamilton reached the braking zone. Imagine running beside someone toward a finish line. You match their speed at first. You remain level through the middle. Then your energy disappears during the final steps, while they continue accelerating. That was the situation Hamilton described. The Ferrari could begin the straight strongly, but Mercedes and McLaren appeared able to maintain more speed for longer. And Spa has several places where that weakness becomes impossible to hide. A driver can exit the corner cleanly. He can press the accelerator at exactly the right moment. He can use the available grip perfectly. Yet if the car loses energy too early, the rival ahead still begins pulling away. That affects overtaking. It affects defending. And it forces the driver to recover time somewhere else. Ferrari needed that recovery to come through the corners. But the middle sector was already the team's most difficult area. This part of Spa demands confidence. The car must change direction quickly. The front must respond immediately. The rear must remain stable. And the driver must carry speed without sliding the tires. Hamilton said the general balance felt reasonably good. But the stopwatch showed Ferrari was still losing time. That contradiction mattered. A car can feel comfortable without being fast enough. And that kind of problem is often harder to solve than obvious instability. When the rear is sliding, the driver can describe it. When the front refuses to turn, the driver can point directly to the problem. But when the car feels acceptable and the lap time still disappears, the missing performance can be hidden in several places. A small hesitation on corner entry. A slight delay before the front tires grip. A little less speed through the middle. Then a weaker exit onto the next straight. None of those losses appears dramatic alone. Together they create the gap. And this was the first clue that Ferrari's Friday pace could not be trusted completely. Hamilton had led a session. Leclerc had also shown strong speed. But the car still carried two serious limitations. It lacked energy on the straights. And it remained weak through Spa's crucial middle section. Those problems should have made Sunday extremely difficult. But another detail made the situation even more uncertain. Leclerc's performance changed dramatically during the day. He had been near the front in the opening session. Later he dropped to 11th. That was not simply one disappointing result. It showed how narrow Ferrari's performance window could be. When the tires, balance, track conditions, and energy use aligned, the SF26 looked genuinely dangerous. When one part changed, the pace could fall away quickly. Think of balancing a glass near the edge of a table. Everything can look completely stable. Then one small movement changes the entire situation. Ferrari's speed carried that same fragility. Hamilton could lead practice. Leclerc could fall down the order only hours later. Both results came from the same car. That meant Ferrari was not only searching for more speed, it was searching for consistency. And consistency would matter much more on Sunday than one impressive Friday lap. A qualifying lap allows the driver to use everything for one short attack. The tires can be prepared for maximum grip. The electrical energy can be deployed aggressively. The fuel load is low. The driver only needs the car to remain inside its ideal window for a brief moment. A Grand Prix asks something completely different. The fuel load changes. The tires wear. The track evolves. Cars run close together. Drivers lose grip while following rivals. And every weakness returns lap after lap. Ferrari needed the SF26 to remain competitive across an entire race distance. Friday had not proved that. It had only proved the car could be fast under the right conditions. Hamilton understood the difference. He wanted the team to study the data overnight. Ferrari needed to understand why the electrical energy was fading. It needed to recover time through the middle sector. And it needed to make those improvements without creating an even larger problem somewhere else. That was the real challenge. More aerodynamic grip could help through the corners, but it could also create extra resistance on the straights. Reducing that resistance could improve top speed, but it might leave the car less stable through the technical section. Using the electrical energy more aggressively at the beginning of the straight could improve acceleration, but it might leave even less available near the end. The SF26 still had enough pace to respond when Hamilton drove within its reduced limits. It still had enough tire performance to remain in the fight. It still had enough consistency to avoid dropping out of contention completely. And Leclerc's clean race was confirming the same pattern at the front. Ferrari's Sunday performance was stronger than the Friday problems had suggested. The car had not solved its weaknesses. It had survived them. That difference is important. A true breakthrough means the original problem has disappeared. Belgium did not prove that. Hamilton still complained about the energy on the straights. Ferrari still lost time in the second sector. The pit stops still failed to complete the adjustment. But the race pace showed that those weaknesses did not completely define the car over a Grand Prix distance. Ferrari could still manage the tires. It could still maintain competitive lap times. It could still place both drivers near the front. That was the shock. Not that the SF26 suddenly became perfect. That it remained effective while carrying so many visible flaws. Leclerc continued building towards second place. Hamilton continued searching for a way back. Then another damaged car appeared ahead. Oscar Piastri had also suffered contact, leaving his McLaren compromised. With only 4 laps remaining, Hamilton closed the gap. This was not a simple overtake. Hamilton was still managing his own damaged front wing. He still lacked the completed adjustment. He still had to work around Ferrari's energy weakness. Yet he found enough pace to attack. He moved past Piastri and climbed into 4th place. That moment changed the meaning of Ferrari's entire afternoon. Hamilton had started with podium hopes. Then he suffered contact, a penalty, front wing damage, a failed pit adjustment, and a frightening pit lane incident. Yet he still finished 1 position away from the podium. Leclerc finished second. 2 Ferraris inside the top 4. That result was far stronger than the weekend's problems had promised. And it raised the question Ferrari could no longer avoid. Was the SF26 genuinely better over a race distance than over 1 qualifying lap? There are reasons to believe that possibility mattered. In qualifying, the car had to deliver everything immediately. Maximum energy, maximum grip, maximum confidence. Any weakness became visible in fractions of a second. During the race, the drivers could manage the car differently. They could protect the tires, spread the energy use, choose when to attack, accept a small loss in one area to create a better overall lap. That may have allowed Ferrari's strengths to appear more clearly. But there is another possibility. The result may have reflected the drivers more than the car. Leclerc managed a difficult package with precision. Hamilton adapted to damage and still recovered. That can make the car look stronger than it truly is. A driver can hide instability by changing his style. He can reduce tire wear by sacrificing entry speed. He can protect a weak front end by changing the line. He can manage poor energy delivery by choosing specific moments to attack. Those adjustments are impressive. They are not the same as solving the technical problem. Ferrari now had to separate those 2 explanations. Did the car have genuine Sunday strength? Or did Hamilton and Leclerc create that strength through experience and adaptation? The final result gave Ferrari hope. The details gave Ferrari caution. Leclerc's second place showed the potential of a cleaner race. Hamilton's 4th place showed the depth of the underlying pace. But the problems remained visible all the way to the finish. The energy shortage remained. The second sector weakness remained. The narrow balance window remained. And Hamilton's failed wing adjustment proved how quickly the car could become difficult when anything moved outside that window. This is why the Belgian Grand Prix did not provide a simple answer. Ferrari's Sunday pace was stronger than expected. But that strength did not erase the weaknesses. It revealed how competitive the car could be when the drivers managed those weaknesses perfectly. And that may be the most important lesson from Spa. Ferrari does not need to find an entirely new car. It needs to protect the performance that already appears over a race distance. It needs to make that pace easier to access, more repeatable, less fragile, and less dependent on Hamilton and Leclerc solving problems from inside the cockpit. Because Belgium showed two versions of the same Ferrari. Leclerc's car showed what could happen when the race stayed under control. Hamilton's car showed what happened when the balance was damaged and the recovery failed. One finished second. The other still reached fourth. That was the result that shocked the grid. Not because Ferrari dominated. Because the team carried serious weaknesses into Sunday, then placed both cars near the podium anyway. And now the pressure moves back to the factory. If Ferrari can fix the straight-line energy loss, improve the middle sector, and widen the car's operating window, then Belgium may become more than a surprising result. It may become proof that the foundation is already stronger than anyone realized. But if the pace came mainly from Hamilton and Leclerc compensating for the SF26, then Spa was not a breakthrough. It was a warning disguised as success. The next races will reveal which explanation is true.